make sounds. Want to get any like knuckle cracking done?
So we can get it out before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chocolate.
Oh God, the sweets, man. Because in the Netherlands, every meal is mostly dessert.
Is it really?
I don't understand how Dutch people survive. Doobie doop doop theme song.
Okay, so when you went, you were just there like for like you would go to the school day with them, right?
No, because it was their testing week, so we didn't really do that.
Oh, it was their testing week?
Yeah, so actually it worked out better because he got to miss school and like my exchange student, and we got to go see the sights.
So he was happy.
Yeah, he was happy and I was happy. And the one day we actually did go to their school, he had like all free periods, and so it was boring beyond imagination. That's my dog, not me whimpering.
And then there is some, like thunder and lightning that is going to kill us.
Why?
No, it's just that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
When I was little, I thought that's like it was God throwing lightning bolts down on us, and I thought I was I thought I was wrong. Like I thought I had done something wrong. He was aiming for me. And his aim was just a little off because I'm just this tiny creature in this big world.
I can't find you. It's like when you go to step on an ant and you just barely miss. But yeah.
Or when he goes in the grooves of your shoe, so you don't actually
Yeah. I'm frustrated though because when I came, but like there's no sun in Europe.
Yeah.
It's just light gray skies. So I was excited to come back and see the sun. And now in Florida, it's storming.
It's hurricane season.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is it? When's hurricane season officially start?
June to November,
so it's not
hurricane season, but it's still always raining. It's like somewhere here.
It's never not raining.
But and it's patchy. Like 50% of the places are experiencing rain at all times.
And
you just never know
give
what
it
it is.
2 hours and it's gonna be bright, sunny, as if nothing had ever.
Well, because I live in a forest, the rain drips off the trees.
Oh, that's true.
And so after it rains for like 5 minutes, it still takes about 10 hours for water to stop falling out of the sky, which makes super annoying. Also, trees come down, and so I'll be walking my dog and have to step around just giant limbs in the road.
That's always fun. That's always a fun time.
Look at my dog.
So today.
Yeah. So hi again.
How are you?
Jebediah.
In business, Bryce and I were having a discussion. Mr. Brennan wasn't there. We just talked.
Mm-hmm.
You hate Scrubs. You're not a fan of Scrubs.
The show, the clothes, or the people?
Show.
I don't know the show.
And who? I thought I could have sworn it was you. I was getting ready to have this. Because someone told me.
I've never seen that show before.
Someone told me it sucked or whatever. I was looking for new shows and someone suggested Scrubs, and I thought it was you who said that show sucks. So, but Bryce, it's one of his top 3 favorite shows of all time. So when I said that, he might tomorrow. I'm sorry.
God, I'll have to explain to him that no, I didn't say that.
I've never
seen it.
It was someone else, but he was very passionate about this. That My Name Is Earl and Home Improvement are his 3 favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like Stan Lee cameos, because he made a lot of crude comments about those last year. About Quicksilver being off screen to go jack off and Stan Lee cameos.
Yeah, he also was not a fan of Batman vs. Superman.
Nobody was.
No,
it was.
I heard it was awful. I didn't see it.
Yeah, 30-something on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, Sebastian told me.
Yeah, I mean, it looked bad.
Did you not see it?
I didn't see it, no, because
Europe.
I was in Europe, but which I could have gone and seen it, but nobody else wanted to, and that would have been just weird. And it's a bad movie, so I'm glad I did.
It would have been a waste.
I'm glad I hung out and played Castle Crashers with my Dutch student rather than sit in a cinema and suffer. Be oh, this is a work of American cinema. It sucks.
This represents us as a
represents
whole.
American cinema. No, I'm pretty defensive about American cinema because it makes me mad whenever I see the Train Spotting posters where it's watch out American cinema because your time is up, and it's okay, Britain, you made one good movie that should be rated X, and we have a million, so. Train Spotting's a great movie. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Yeah. But that's one.
Yeah, that's
we have 100 years of epic films.
They have Harry Potter.
They do.
I'm pretty sure it was made by a British company or something.
Yeah, but I'd like to name drop here with Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, and every other actor in American cinema that made great movies before Trainspotting.
Now,
I haven't seen anything to, beat out White Christmas yet.
There we go. White Christmas, what a...
I love White Christmas. And I love the reference to White Christmas they make in Christmas Vacation.
I have not seen Christmas Vacation.
Okay. I don't like any of the vacation movies, actually. I think they're kind of terrible, and their jokes get really old, and the dad is not a redeemable, likable character. But... dog. No, but like at one point, because you know how the general like plot of a vacation movie goes, at like the pinnacle of distress, just like where my dog is right now, the dad is standing like in like the foyer of the house, and I believe he says we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye.
Your dog is going to beat this thunder.
He's going to beat it. He's going to take it down.
He's going to take care of it. But, I mean...
God, now that we went 40 days without swearing.
Yeah.
We might have to re-explain the swearing contest.
Because, that's right, because the last episode.
But anyway...
We never introduced ourselves either.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But before we do all that, yeah, we've spent 40 days not swearing. And now when I swear, it actually hurts me physically.
Yeah.
Like in Paris, when it was finally midnight, we happened to be lost in the rain and like in the middle of a 3-hour walk.
You just happened to have the perfect opportunity.
I looked at my phone and saw 003, and I was like, "It's Easter!" And I looked up at Pauline, and I was like, "F this."
Pauline is a nice girl.
Yeah, but then I had to like stop because it hurt so much. Like every time I've sworn since then, particularly the F word, I feel like a burning pain in my chest, and I feel like I'm hyperventilating right now. I feel my heartbeat is like, but it actually does hurt.
I'd just like to state for the record, Seth is actually in pain.
I am in pain right now.
No, he's lying down on his back, holding his chest. Because he is about to die, and I honestly have no sympathy for him.
Yeah. And quick segue, he just said, Seth, that's me, I'm Seth, and you are?
I am Tomas, and...
This is DIBS.
We're going to have to get a little better at doing that at the beginning.
Yes.
We might have to maybe, cut that. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut a lot of this, because I just started recording at a random point in our conversation, and that's probably how I'll cut it at the end, too. So I'll have to edit a lot of stuff out. I think I might have even started in mid-sentence, so I'll have to fix that. Oh yeah, so swearing contest, real quick, to provide a little context.
You want to explain it or you want me?
You should explain it.
Alright, so there was a group of 4 of us, Seth, me, and our 2 friends, who decided that for Lent, we're not going to curse. Yep. We had tried this.
Give up swear.
We tried it before. Hadn't really worked. Okay. So Seth came up with the genius idea for each curse word that we have to pay $1 into this community pool.
Except for the F word and the C word that rhymes with bunt.
It's such an awful word. It's the worst word in the human language. Alright, so Seth did the best. Seth won. He has to pay the least
No,
money.
actually, Alex won because he cheated.
Okay, just also side note, Alex definitely cheated.
Our friend Alex cheated, yep.
And we are going to figure out a way to make him pay for his cheating.
We can just beat him up.
Can we do that just for fun?
Boom, boom, boom. But, I actually lost in Paris, not in Paris, on the train from Den Bosch to Oisterwijk in the Netherlands because I said the F word. I got mad at the Winter Haven High School kids. They were saying things that were not okay.
About?
Well, okay.
Well,
first one of them said, I just want to say, I saw titties in the red light district. And then he got in trouble because everybody on the train looked at him weird. And actually, because they took pictures in the red light district, our tour group is never allowed to go back there.
Like with Mr. Wright, any kid he brings.
Right, that Dutch trip is never allowed to go to the red light district again.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like important.
Yeah. It's an important. The only I don't know. Paulina also took a picture, but it's just of Mr. Right and then like a painting of boobs behind him.
Uh-huh.
But
Are you not allowed to take pictures?
no, because that's a violation of the women's privacy that are in the windows.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
no. I mean, it seems
First,
a little
no.
weird.
When
but
you
just,
said picture, I thought it meant like there was a painting of a woman, and Mr. Right
Oh,
was
no,
just
no.
There's like an actual.
well, no. The picture Paulina took is okay because it was like a graffiti painting
Okay.
of a woman naked that he was just walking past, and so she took a picture. But some of the kids in the group were getting really excited because they're derps, and so they took like selfies with the prostitutes, which is
that's
not okay
No.
for a number of reasons. And so yeah, now we're banned from there forever. So thanks, people from Winter Haven.
It was Winter Haven who did it. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a weird group. They had these two idiot dudes that we alternated between calling them Beavis and Butthead or Big Toast and Little Toast, because at one point Caitlin got frustrated and said that one of them had the intelligence of a piece of toast. So we called them Big Toast and Little Toast. Awful people. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them so much. But they were so dumb. It was difficult to interact with them because they were so dumb. But yeah. But anyway, later on the train, Kendall was talking about how she's her grandparents' favorite, and at first I was mad at her because it sounded like she was like using her grandparents to get money, and then she did explain that she like loves her grandparents and that they have good memories together and stuff, and so that's okay.
Like it's actually an okay thing.
Yeah, but like she's their favorite because she's the best. But then the other kids were talking about how like they use their if they're nice to their grandparents so that they can get a bigger wad of cash for Christmas.
Oh, God.
And so I said, your grandparents are just effing ATMs to you people. And they didn't think anything of it because they didn't know that I wasn't allowed to swear.
So they didn't realize the severity of what you had just said, like the anger that you had behind that.
But then my heart started pounding and I started hyperventinating.
And then you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine a Seth freak out right there.
It was weird. It was a mix between like the feeling of like an orgasm in your chest, like the joy of that energy release that like, I swore it, you losers. But then also like the pain of being stabbed.
Just
in
consistently
the chest.
right in the chest.
Yeah, the two of those feelings mixed together. It was very powerful.
That's always fun, What did I do? My spring break, I hung out with my ex-girlfriend more than once, so that's always, and I've decided I'm going to go to prom with my ex-girlfriend, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to prom.
At
because
all?
I'm alone.
You're not going to go at all?
No, I'm not going to go.
Next year you got to go. Even if you're single, you have to go.
No.
Yes.
Why? No.
It's
Have you seen Paper Town? Well, no, in the movie he does go to prom. In the book,
Exactly.
In the book he skips prom.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, and that's when he has like the dream about Margot where they are sleeping together, but not actually like in a sexual manner, which I thought was really cute because.
Oh, sad. Okay, can we talk about how Ryan Reynolds has had like two of like the most beautiful women, and he's been married to them?
I thought we were going to say beautiful movies.
No.
Because Deadpool was beautiful.
Deadpool was I love Deadpool.
Did you ever see, like, the thing Ryan Reynolds recorded for Deadpool about, like, you shouldn't bring your kids to Deadpool?
No, I haven't.
It made me so happy, because it was like, I forget how it began, but it was basically like, and kids, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. This is an R-rated movie. And then he was like, oh, and there's no Santa Claus. And let me tell you, and while you're still here, let me tell you how babies get made. And then he quite explicitly explained how babies get made.
Ryan Reynolds, he makes me laugh. Like, I never was a big Ryan Reynolds fan.
Yeah.
Because, Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, yeah.
That happened. That was a thing. But then, I think Deadpool has won me over.
Oh, yeah. It totally redeems everything. But.
And then we have a friend, Andrew, who's probably in love with Ryan Reynolds right now.
No, he's not that creepy. But
No. I don't mean it like that. It's just the fact that he's like the biggest Deadpool fan I know.
He's the biggest Deadpool fan that I know.
Therefore, fact that Ryan Reynolds is like a main part that it got made a movie or whatever.
Except for
I did not mean it as Andrew is a creepy.
Yeah, I think a bigger fan of Deadpool is is whoever showed me the picture of like the little chibi Deadpool like pole dancing, but just all over the internet, and it's so cute, and I want to look away, but I can't. But here, I want to show you, because I took a little panorama of our room in Paris. Except because the room was so small, it didn't take a full panorama. I only got like 2/3 the way across, and then I had already taken the entire room.
You should have gone again.
No, because I didn't want to look at it anymore. But let's see. I also took a picture of every wind turbine in Belgium. So, yeah, where is? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we start here at the door, and there was a light above the door, and then we reach the bathroom. The bathroom didn't have a door, it just had like a sliding thing. But if you pull the sliding thing all the way, there's a little gap in the door frame. So you could see, and through that gap was the mirror. And therefore, the mirror reflected the person on the toilet. So from any point in the entire room, you could see the person on the toilet.
That's uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable. And then,
did you not go to the bathroom?
No.
You didn't go to the bathroom? For how long were you there?
Well, okay, he occasionally like left to do stuff, and so then I would quickly like go to the bathroom and listen to music and do all the things that you can't do, all the noisy things you can't do when somebody else is right there.
Where was this kid from?
Bartow High School. But no, and then the shower was a removable shower head, and that was it. Like, I mean, there was a curtain, but like, okay, the floor was continuous. There was no like separate shower area, and you know how sometimes like it's usually indented a little bit so that the drain is at the bottom.
It wasn't like that.
No, it wasn't like that.
So the water went everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, neither of us. Well, I think he showered, but I never showered. But it was explained to me by somebody else that like they turned the shower and then the entire bathroom was soaked because there's only it was right next to the toilet too. So yeah, there's just water all over everything. Yeah, and then Beavis and Butthead's room had 3 beds and a kitchenette. Our room had 1 bed and this cot thing that when I sat on it, it broke.
Why did Beavis and Butthead get the bigger room?
It was totally imbalanced. But no, so then I took the mattress off the cot and I slept on a mattress on the floor. And the other guy got this tiny bed.
Did you just let him have the bed?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I chose that. It's not like he, usurped my right to the beds or anything, but to the bed. But yeah, and then final feature of our room, well, besides the air conditioning unit that didn't work, like it was broken and the remote for it didn't have batteries. So, and the defective safe that trapped my 300 euros inside. Hate you, safe, hotel safe, and the people that work. Well, not all the people that work in the hotel. Some of them were nice, but in the back. Some people had windows. Some people even had balconies.
Oh, really?
We were on the ground floor, and we had a door that entered an alleyway of Paris.
So you could have just...
Yeah, and you could close the door, and there was no door handle on the outside, but you couldn't lock it.
So you could theoretically just get in from...
Yeah, you could just give it like a solid kick and probably just enter our room. Which made me angry. I was like, oh, there's some hobo that's going to come through here, and he's going to need a place to stay.
So who determined who got what rooms?
I think it was just random. But
And you just got unlucky?
Yeah, which all of the conditions of this room are fine. I can go 4 days without showering. Not comfortably, but I can do it.
You went 4 days? How long were you in Paris? 4 days?
Yeah, because I didn't shower Friday because we were traveling, and Saturday and Sunday. Well,
so no one ever wanted to sit next to you?
No, I sat next to people. It was fine. But no, I would normally be, and I'm even fine with sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
Yeah,
because I've been camping. I can.
That's not the worst thing.
Because I'm tough as nails like that.
You're not a prick.
Yeah, I didn't even use a pillow. I'm not.
I
don't use pillows.
Wow, that's actually kind of really uncomfortable though.
No, actually, it feels better for my neck. That's the only reason why. But
like you got offered a pillow.
Yeah, there was a pillow there. I just took it off. But yeah, instead I slept like it was just me, this thin mattress, and the blanket. But I'm fine with those conditions, except for the fact that other people had way nicer rooms. Like I was playing cards and hanging out in Emily's room.
Oh, they let you in the girls' room?
No, but
you just went.
I just went. Yeah, we were just hanging out there. I actually got caught there because Miss Marmon, the nicest teacher ever, went to like Shakespeare and Company because I didn't have money and wasn't able to buy anything there. She bought me something there, so that was super sweet. Except for the fact that like she gave it to me. In
Did she get mad at you?
No, 'cause she knows that we were just gambling, but instead of like inappropriate
Did she
things.
kick you out?
Yeah, she did say like, okay, everybody has to go to their bedrooms, but no, while I was in there, I was like, this is awesome. You have chairs, you have a table, you have like a little kitchenette thing in a closet, you have a bed for one person and a bed for another person, and a window. Like they had two windows, and they would open them up, and the cool Paris air would enter the window and fill the room.
That's really nice.
It was so sweet. Yeah, it was so beautiful. And then I would go down into my like cement stuffy room.
It's like they let you out to play for a little bit. Like you were actually like trapped downstairs.
Yeah, and they didn't even have the nicest room. I crossed the hallway into Casey and Paulina and Kendall's room. I forget why. I think to get the deck of cards or something. And theirs was awesome too. They had like 3 beds and a kitchenette and everything. And I mean, a kitchenette, man. We didn't even have a bed for both of us.
Do you see Parker's room?
I actually think Parker was in a room just like ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just the guys.
To us. Well, no, because Beavis and Butt had 3 beds for the 2 of them. But
why didn't one of you go up there? Because it's Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, exactly. Like I did not want.
And did the guy who you slept with, like in your, he didn't like them either? I did not mean.
No, he did like them, but he just didn't go up there for whatever reason.
That'd have been better for you if you had, and then you'd have the whole room to yourself.
No, because there were times when I did have the whole room to myself, and I was like, "This still sucks. I'm lonely in a cement box."
Did you talk to him? Like you would have conversations with him, or not really?
Yeah. There was one part where I don't know. I like Sunday night when I thought we had a free night after I got kicked out of the girls' room. Yeah, we hung out for a while in my room, and I don't remember what we talked about, but I remember that I ate 12 macaroons, and then I laid on the mattress and clutched my stomach in pain because you can't just eat 12 macaroons.
That's always how you have to do it, though. Because you have to be.
If you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly. I was a grizzly, man. I ate the sweets to the max.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I was thinking about us maybe eating sweets while we recorded, but that'd be fun for us and not fun for other people. Please don't take pictures of me. I fought all week to avoid getting pictures taken of me.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why? You're in Europe. Take pictures. Enjoy it.
I took pictures,
Just
obviously.
not of you?
Well, I'm frustrated because people got pictures of me. Like, if you want to see embarrassing pictures of me,
Emily?
Just ask any of the women. And yeah, they all got embarrassing pictures of me that are like when I was in the middle of talking or turning or something, and like they're like derpy facial expressions.
Oh, they got you then.
They got me good. I feel wronged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not really, but it's still frustrating. Most of the pictures I was able to like whip out of the way or bend over and use my like baseball cap as protection. But
Man, I want to go. Now I want to go on a trip.
Yeah.
We should get like a senior class trip somewhere.
And maps. Okay, when we were lost in Paris, we were trying to find. I'll be straight with you. I don't know what we were trying to find. I don't think the chaperones did either because we walked like 20 blocks and it wasn't clear whether we were looking for a metro stop or for the hotel. And someone asked, and Mr. Wright was like, I don't know. And so at one point we stopped under a cover because it was raining. And
oh, great! You're walking around not knowing where you are when it's raining.
Yeah, we spent like 3 hours. And there are a lot of funny stories to tell about that walk, but it was overall pretty unpleasant. But and Miss Goodson comes and she's got this map, and so they look at the map and decide to go in a direction. I don't know what information they based that on because we had no intended destination apparently, but we did. And we kept walking. And Miss Mormon had like a sprained knee, and she's walking for like 3 hours through the muddy streets of Paris. But and we keep going, and then later, like 20 minutes later, we stop, and I hear like a call go down the line of students, like, "Does anybody have a map? Does anybody have a map?" And Miss Goodson comes up, and she's like, "I had a map, but it was destroyed." Like, what? How did it get destroyed?
How did you...
I saw it 20 minutes ago. It was perfect.
Did she give a reason?
No, it was just destroyed. And so then we wandered, and like around like 1 a.m, I saw like an Air France airport in the distance, and Mr. Wright, in response to us being like out of metropolitan Paris and apparently like near Air France, just points out a building next to us and says, "That's Napoleon's tomb." And I was like, "That's so cool."
That's awesome.
Yeah, but also kind of scary because clearly we're nowhere near where we're supposed to be.
But at least you saw Napoleon's tomb.
Yeah, that was the thing. He kept like pointing out stuff. Mr. Wright was a very pleasantly knowledgeable companion.
No, because he's traveled a lot, especially to Paris. Like, he's been there.
Yeah, and he's just smart. He knows things. So, like, even though he was not the best responder in emergencies,
he was someone you would want to go on a trip with.
Yeah, he was pretty good. The reason he's not good at responding to emergencies is because he's chill to the point of his own destruction. Like at one point, I'm not going into the details of why, but we were in the biggest train station I've ever been in because we walked for like half an hour and I never saw any trains. But
and then all of a sudden, train station.
Well, we're just in, and we were going down a hallway like on one of the moving walkways, and a metal gate had just cut our group in half, and so half the group had to go somewhere else. And we're going down this moving walkway. Nobody knows where we're going except that we're split off, and so we're gonna meet in some train station somewhere. And Mr. Wright is like, just gotta adapt. You just gotta.
So you guys are okay. The picture I have in my head is you guys are just going.
We're soaked.
And then so you're soaked, and there's a group of you, and then all of a sudden this like metal gate just dropped and separated the two of you.
Yes.
What?
Well, first we were going down because the walkways go in two different directions, and it was just this long, unending hallway that led to like two separate centers.
Yeah.
And so we were riding into one center and take our tickets, our all-day passes, and slide them through and go through the gate. Uh-huh. And we meet a person there that tells us we have to get where we're going. Still don't know where that was. We have to go, but I think by then we were going to the hotel. But we have to go back through the gate and down the moving walkway, and somehow we'll reach the station, which we did. But I don't really know how it worked. And so I pay to go. It was a big circular area with a pillar in the middle, and so I basically paid to go in and out of the same gate. Except it didn't cost any extra because it was an all-day pass. Uh-huh. And so I go through, I was the first one, and I hear, "Wait!" And so I, being a logical, reasonable human being, leapt over the turnstile.
You what?
But the metal floorboard, like underneath the turnstile, was kind of loose, so I landed and it went, like the sound just rang through, but someone on the other end was doing the same thing at the same time. So
it wasn't just
perfect. You. Yeah, and I was like, whoa. And then the lady was the reason that I'd been summoned over the turnstile was so that the lady could tell our group that the gate was still open. And
that you didn't have to...
Because there were two gates.
Yeah.
And actually one had come, crashing down shut while we were headed there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and we were walking, or we're riding the moving walkway to our destination, and, this metal gate is coming down in front of everyone. Everyone's like, "Mr. Wright?" And he was like, no, the other one's still open. And so we were like, all right. But, so she called us back to tell us that, that other gate was still open. And I was like, I saw that because I was right in front of it. But, so then we all go through again, and we start walking, and then the second one comes down and cleaves our group in half. And that was when we got back on the moving walkway. Yeah. And I was like, you just gotta adapt. And yeah, he was chill. I feel like I was pretty chill. Some people weren't chill. That was when Leland started yelling at Mr. Wright and swearing, and Mr. Wright just wasn't listening. and that was when a lot of, because a lot of the kids would alternate between being excited about the adventure and not at all aware of the danger in front of us. Yeah, but then they would sink sometimes into a mood where they'd be like, "Oh, I'm tired of walking," but they wouldn't walk quickly. It's like if we got back to the hotel, you'd be done walking, but because you're standing here whining, we're still stuck out in the rain. Yeah, one of the girls had the attention span of like a frog. We actually called her Frog Girl because she tried to jump on the conveyor belt in Amsterdam, in the airport.
All from Winter Haven? These.
Yeah, she was from Winter Haven, but no, she.
All your nicknames.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the Winter Haven kids got nicknames. But she tried to jump on the conveyor belt, nice crack. And then where else were we? We were lost in a train station in Paris another day because there were a lot of hallways. We weren't really lost, but it was really crowded, and we were worried we weren't going to find where to go. And so at one point we stopped to do a head count, and we're in this really crowded intersection. It's underground. It's pretty cramped. And we stopped to take a head count, and there's a band playing. And so she dances into the crowd.
No.
Yeah, like with an expression of euphoria on her face. We're all gathering together to make sure that all of us are there, and I see her just like dance off into the just flood of people. And she did the same thing in the rain. Like, we're walking down the streets in the rain. We just found the person that, like, got lost in the Eiffel Tower, and we managed to, get her back, which is good.
Winter Haven?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No. And it wasn't her fault either. It was just what happened. But, yeah, and, so, yeah, we're walking back, and Mr. Ray was making jokes about how he looked like penguins, or the people with their jackets on, and Leland was yelling at him about how it wasn't the right time for that sort of humor. And we were completely lost then. And a pink limo goes by, and she chases after this
guy
frog girl. Like, what are you doing? And Mr. Rice is just like, that's not okay. Come back. Don't stop that. And she's just running like chasing this limo down the street or down the sidewalk. It's like, what are you doing? You're gonna get kidnapped. And like, she ended up stopping eventually and pointing out the limo to us, and it's like, yeah, we saw it. And they were just like strangers between her and the main group. It was like, one of them is gonna take you, and it's gonna be your fault because you just run off like a 3-year-old.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Despite all this whining, it was a fun trip.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, gosh. Man, you know how our name is DIBS, disillusioned IB students or whatever. And we said we wouldn't complain about IB all the time.
We were complaining about other things all the time.
Also, our cast things or whatever,
we're
supposed to have 4 entries due by Friday. I'll have managed back.
That's shocking news.
Just a heads up, Lavelle told us yesterday, so. So what was your favorite part?
Ted. This picture right here. This was my favorite part.
Who's that?
That's the guy I roomed with. That's his Dutch kid. I don't know. I think the best part, I don't know. Probably something in the Netherlands rather than in Paris, because
you did not have a great time in Paris.
No, I mean it was great, and I'm not mad or anything, but yeah, Paris was much more stressful, and also it's like New York. It's a big, filthy city.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I mean obviously both those cities are redeemable.
The skyline's not as high though, right? Like it doesn't have skyscrapers.
Right, but
it's a beautiful city though.
Yeah.
Like Paris. Oh my god.
Yeah. Except Europe has a lack in beauty because it's not a pretty. Europe, I don't think, is very pretty because there's no sun.
I disagree.
Like the sky is black,
okay,
and then the sky is light gray.
You have to think about it though. Think about when you went. Like if you go during the summer, there's sky, there's sunshine.
I hope so because
I've
had experiences in New York and in Oisterwijk in the Netherlands where I'd be like, guys, where's the sun? I have no idea. The sky is uniformly gray.
Really? I think I have a picture that proves that the New York sky is blue.
Look at that.
I mean, I do see what you're saying. But also, you went. It was kind of stormy when you went.
Yeah. No snow.
Oh, that sucks. That'd have been real nice with snow.
Maybe. I don't know.
Were you dressed for the cold?
My bare skin is ready for the cold because I'm hard as nails.
Oh, I forgot. My apologies.
Yeah. Those wind turbines in Belgium are huge, man.
Are they really?
They're awesome.
Are they? Is it the Netherlands though known?
Power.
The Netherlands is known for their wind turbines, right?
They have the windmills, which they're well known for, but I don't know. The Dutch people are frustrated because they don't want to be portrayed as like these clog-wearing cheese eaters that live in windmills because they're not. No.
Is Amsterdam a big city, right?
Yes.
Amsterdam is real big. If I'm not mistaken.
It's not that big, particularly compared to like Paris or New York. Like Paris felt more like New York than Paris felt like Amsterdam.
Okay, that's right.
Amsterdam had was just different. I don't know. I liked the city of Den Bosch more than Amsterdam, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Den Bosch, I believe, is named for Bosch or Bosch, the guy who painted like those surreal paintings of like Garden of Earthly Delights and then Hell, and I don't know if you're familiar with those paintings.
I've seen them.
Yeah, and because he painted those, the town has like pictures of those all over the yeah, and so like just be walking down the square and just like a giant banner of a cockroach eating a human.
So how long were you with your Dutch kid?
More than 4 days. Let's see. We got there. Oh, the days are messed up in my head because of the arrival. Like Friday and Saturday were one day for me. One long, trippy, exhausting day.
Friday, Saturday. So you flew into Amsterdam. Did you guys stay in Amsterdam tonight or anything, or?
No, we took the train straight from Amsterdam to Oisterwijk and met our Dutch kids, and it was super weird because obviously we woke up Friday morning. I watched the sunrise driving to Tampa. Spent the whole day traveling. Then spent the night watching movies with Emily, and then the sun came up.
Yeah.
And like the day had just begun. So that was awful. And so yeah, by the time I got to Oisterwijk, it was 10 in the morning.
Yeah. So you were kind of out of it.
Yeah, so I don't really remember most of what I think was Saturday. No, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was when we left. Mm-hmm. Thursday night was lit, man.
What'd you do Thursday night?
We had a little banquet in part of their school, and one of the Dutch kids, Parker's Dutch kid, whose name was I think like Joris or something, and he had purple hair, and
he's a little out there.
Yeah, he sang "Hello from the Other Side" by Adele, which I don't like Adele music, but his performance was pretty moving. I liked that.
Did you cry?
I did not cry, but several people did. And my Dutch student, who hated Joris and hated Adele, his eyes were a little watery. So
he didn't like Joris?
No, he did not like Joris, which was kind of funny.
Do a lot of people there like him or no?
I think so.
Like he's a popular guy.
Yeah, I mean he was pretty fun to be around. But so yeah, we had the banquet, and then we had a party at Paulina's Dutch kid's house. Who her Dutch kid was named Benta, and so I called her Benta Box. I don't know if Benta Box even ever knew that was what I called her, but.
Who was Casey's Dutch kid?
I have no idea.
Wait, was there one of them that was pretty? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.